Zach. So this is it. This is my entire sleep system, sans sleeping bag, because everybody's sleeping bag varies. But this is the size of it. This is the hammock. Normally it compresses down smaller than that, but it's that big because it's a hammock plus the tree huggers. So that all fits in that package. And this is my thermarest, plus I was able to finagle enough room in the top of the sack for my hank of cordage, as well as the whole rain flag is in there. So that's a tiny, tiny package. And next experiment, it may be boring, but let's see how long it takes me to put it up. All right, Zach, see how I do. Bear with me, this is only the second time I've ever done this, ever.
Now, the audio gets a little wonky here, so I'm going to walk you through it. I just said, bear with me, this is only the second time I've ever done this. So I'm kind of behind the tree there, but I'm attaching the first tree hugger. You wrap it around the tree, take one end, feed it through the loop at the other end, and pull it tight. When you're making your loop on the end, just make sure you make one of the end loops long enough that you can fit the knots through. Now, a very important part of both your setup and your camp breakdown is you want to make sure that you have a setup that doesn't necessitate you putting your gear on the ground. The number one cause of gear failure, especially fabric, is dirt and grit getting into the fibers. They're so abrasive that that's going to destroy your gear. So you want to make sure that your gear doesn't touch the ground if it doesn't have to. That cordage was hanked in the right way so that it comes undone very easily without getting tangled. There's a really great video on that. I'll email that video to you along with this. So right there I'm tying the Siberian hitch. And now the trucker's hitch. A lot of people use the taut line hitch for the other end. I don't know if I do it wrong, but I just can't seem to get it tight enough for the way I like to set up my rain fly. I really like the trucker's hitch. Now for my thermarest. For those of you wondering, my thermarest is a ProLite 3 small, the 3 indicating 3 seasons. Mine's several years old though. I'm sure Thermarest has a newer, better version of that out there available now, but I love that one. It's never been punctured. It's always held up. I swear by it. This is the one part of the setup that I would change. I don't like that the tarp's just there on the ground. If I redo this, I may figure out a way where I can have the tarp with the hammock wrapped up inside the hammock. So I would string the hammock first, then string the ridge line, then pull the tarp out of the hammock, and then attach it. That way everything would stay off the ground. I don't know if you could hear that. What I said was I'm cheating a little bit because my tent stakes are already in the ground. I didn't pull them up before. But also the cordage on the end of the rainfly, they are also hanked correctly so that they come undone immediately, and I can then immediately start tying that prusik knot. I don't have to worry about untangling any of the ropes. And again, that tent stake's already in the ground. And on to prusik knot number 2.
I wasn't timing it, man, but that was pretty damn quick. There it is. That's my whole sleep setup. Home sweet home. So there it is, Zach. That's my hammock setup. Home sweet home it is. I've slept in it the past 3 nights. I'll probably sleep in it again tonight. I think I'm a little addicted to it. I did go back and time that clip. It took me about 5 minutes and 20 seconds from when I set the bags down on the ground until when I finished that second prusik knot. And I wasn't rushing to do that, and I was stopping for some explanations. So it's a really, really quick setup, and I think way more comfortable than a tent. A few other notes. Last night when I slept in it, I didn't use the sleeping bag over top of me like I described in the email. I used an army wool blanket. Got down to about 60 degrees last night, and I stayed pretty warm. I don't know what I did differently, but last night my face was attacked by bugs, and my right hand. I got bug bites all over me, which did not happen the first 2 nights. I don't know if I ate something different or if somehow the wool blanket attracted the bugs. Either way, if you probably have a bug net left over from Costa Rica, I don't know if you have a head net or a full body one, but just you might want to bring that along with you. Other than that, if you have any more questions, if you want to see any of the knots closer, just send me an email or give me a call. I'm happy to make another video to send it out to you. I am also sending you another video and another email, a quick tour of my backyard, because since I moved into this place, I think you moved to Vegas before I moved in here, and I love this place. It's got a great backyard. I love to brag about it. So I'm gonna give you a quick tour of my backyard on a video. And brother, I hope you're doing well. I hope to see you soon. Adios.